Thank you for meeting with me today. I'm glad we can continue this discussion. As you know, the school system has been dealing with ongoing problems with our current computer system. These issues affect scheduling, registration, and student record, and they create real operational challenges for staff. We value August Group's experience in constant programming, especially your work with complex organizations. That's why we want to have a proper discussion rather than rushing into a decision. Today, my aim is to understand your proposal more clearly and to see whether there is a realistic way forward for both sides.
Thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to continue the conversation and are happy to explain our proposal in more detail.
Okay, let's start. To begin, could you explain how the 85,000 cost is structured? I'd like to understand where most of the work and the resources are going.
The cost mainly covers custom programming system setup, documentation, and staff training over the 3 to 4 months period.
Which parts of the project usually require the most time and effort from your team?
Custom development and testing take the most time because everything needs to be tailored to the school's specific needs.
That makes sense. From your experience, what are the main risks in projects like this?
The biggest risks are unclear scope, change during development, limited resources, and timelines which can affect quality.
Once the project starts, how flexible is the process if priorities change?
Minor adjustments are possible, but major changes usually affect timelines and cost.
Thanks for explaining that. It helps clarify how the work and risks are distributed. From the school side, I need to be clear about our situation. As a public school system, we operate under strict budget controls. There is no dedicated budget line for this project. Any funding would need to come from existing accounts that are already limited. The superintendent has set a firm upper limit of 15,000 for this project. At this price level, we simply cannot move forward.
We understand the constraints, but the 85,000 figure already reflects a reduced rate compared to what we normally charge per byte. Client.
I understand that. Given the gap between 85,000 and our 15 limit, focusing only on price doesn't really move the discussion forward. What we need to consider is whether the project can be structured differently. If the budget must stay at 15,000, then the project scope will need to be reduced.
A reduced scope could be considered, but each phase would still need clear objectives and enough resource to meet our quality standards.
Okay. From the school's perspective, scheduling, instruction, and basic report keeping are the most surgical functions. If we focus only on those areas in an initial course, would that make the project more manageable?
It could make the project more focused, but the scope would need to be clearly defined.
Would extending the timeline help your team manage a smaller or course the scope more efficiently?
A longer timeline helps with planning, but it doesn't significantly reduce total cost.
I see. To be honest, at 50,000, would extending the timeline help your team manage a smaller or course score more effectively?
A longer timeline helps with planning, but it doesn't significantly reduce the total cost.
I see.
To be honest, at 50,000, we are not confident the project will work well for us.
Okay. From our side, that leaves us with two realistic options. Either we move forward with a smaller, focused scope that fits within the 15,000 budget, or we pause the project for now and revisit it later.
We would need to carefully consider whether a reduced scope aligns with how we normally deliver projects.
Okay, understand. Just to be clear, the 50,000 limit is not a motivation tactic for us. It's a hard constraint. If there is a way to design a smaller first course that works for both sides, we are open to reviewing it. If not, then we need to be honest about whether continuing discussions make sense.
We appreciate the clarity. We would need to review internally whether a smaller judgment would be feasible.
Okay. Thank you for the open and direct discussion today. I appreciate the time you have taken to present your position. Our next step will be to review internally whether a reduced or forced approach can deliver enough value within our limits. If neither of these opinions works for you, then it may not make sense to continue discussions at this stage. In that case, it would be better for both sides to pause rather than force an agreement.
We understand your position and look forward to hearing from you.
Alright. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.